The most overlooked feature when buying a home. This week on The Brian Murray Show. I'm Brian Murray, and welcome to The Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. This week's discussion point is about the most overlooked feature when buying a home. So for those of you in Hoboken, you've probably been hearing about the Wonder Lofts for a long time, for years and years and years now, that it's coming. It's this awesomely converted old Wonder Bread factory into living space. Now, Wonder Bread has its merits. When I was a kid, there was nothing better than Wonder Bread with bologna and some potato chips and some yellow mustard on a sandwich. None of the things which I eat today, except for even the yellow mustard, I've gone to brown mustard. But it does hold a special place in my heart. When I see the NASCAR with the Wonder Bread on it, that's about as close as I'm getting to actually eating it. Now, the interesting thing about the Wonder Lofts is this. There's about 84 units in the 84 units in the whole building. There are 0 studios. There are 0 one-bedrooms. There's only about a dozen 2-bedrooms. All the rest of the homes are 3 and 4 and larger. And the reason I mention the Wonder Lofts is not only are they nice, but if you think about it, you have this community of around 80 homes with mainly 80 families. They have a lot of community space and really cool, like maybe a children's playroom and a movie room and a game room and that kind of thing. But you take a bigger building like, a bigger complex like a Maxwell or a Hudson T, and there's just a lot of different types of homes, from studios to ones, not that many 3s or larger. So it's kind of a mix of a community. It's a lot of commuters, a lot of singles, a lot of young couples. But the Wonder Lofts, if you think about it, it's really interesting because now you're going to have 80 or so families, presumably with a lot of little kids, all in the same building. When your 2-year-old or 5-year-old or 7-year-old is looking for somebody to play with, there's going to be 100 other 2-year-olds and 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds right there in your building. And that's the aspect that gets overlooked the most when buying a home. There's a lot of hidden value. It's not price per square foot. It's quality of life that I think these folks are not necessarily going to be able to articulate, and we'll see if it translates later on in resale. I think that it will on some level when people realize what they've got. This is Brian Murray with today's discussion point on community, the hidden aspect when buying a home. Today, September 21st, 2021, the market report, Hoboken, Jersey City. Push comes to shove right now. I promised you a week ago, 2 weeks ago, this market would reveal itself. Okay, September 21st. Let's just take a quick overview. Actives, Hoboken 194, Jersey City 190. Last 7 days, Hoboken 44, Jersey City 37. Last 30 days, Hoboken 105, Jersey City 96. So that means in Hoboken, there are 90 or so condos that have been on the market more than 30 days. In Jersey City, there's about 90 or so condos that have been on the market more than 30 days. Average days on market of homes under contract, 35 Hoboken, 49 Jersey City. Number of contracts last 30 days in Hoboken, 69. It's 194 active. Doing the math, it's still under 3 months of inventory. In Jersey City, 60 contracts in the last 30 days. It's just over 3 months of inventory. Very robust. But here's the thing. I'm not even going to talk about sales or price sold. Who cares? That's in the past. Everybody cares about what's happening now and what's going to happen in the future. And here it is. There's not that much inventory. We are sub 200 available homes in both Hoboken and Jersey City. Those people who were looking to get in on the fall market, they have put their homes on the market. There's going to be another little bump here around October 1st when people realize I have just about run out of time. If I don't get my home on the market October 1st, I'm staring at Thanksgiving and the lull between Thanksgiving and the first of the year. This is it right now. There might be a little bump. But that rush that we thought was going to come into the market, did it really happen? Not so much. If you're sitting there waiting for a lot more homes to come on the market, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen is the buyers are going to cherry pick the homes that are here. So, the prices are going to start to creep up. When another good home comes on the market, that price is going to be higher. These are homes that are going to start to sit, and then the new homes are going to come on and they're going to get bumped up in price. So there are some hidden inventory numbers in here, but just know that when a new home comes on the market and it's the pretty shiny new penny, watch those numbers start to creep up on that, because everything else is going to look a little bit shop worn. If you have some specific questions about a specific segment of the market, reach out to me directly and we can go through some real market analysis that talks specifically about a home in a segment. This is today's market report, September 21st, 2021. The good, the bad, the ugly. So the good, I just read somewhere that mall traffic is actually up this year from not only 2020 but 2019. That means people are out there, buyers are buying, consumer sentiment seems to be strong, and I'm certainly going to try to do my part by going to the mall. You know, the bad, this whole thing with the girl in the Grand Tetons, that crazy story. You know, I don't want to talk about the bad about the story, but you know, because that's terrible. But my question is, who lives in a van? I don't even know what to say. I saw a picture of the van. Forget everything else, because there's other people that are like living in that same kind of a van right now. And I'm thinking to myself, like, the bed was like a twin bed, because the vans are not that wide, and the sleeping area is only about 2/3 of the size of the width of the car. And like, it's a twin bed. You know, I don't even know where to go with this. It's like, these are adults living in a twin bed. Now, myself, just a little bit of personal information. I have a king bed, and sometimes the king bed is just not big enough for me and my wife. It's just not. I end up way over on one side, and sometimes I'm like holding on so I'm not falling off out of the bed. You know, she might say the same thing herself on the other side, but I don't know anything about that. But again, a twin bed, you're driving around in a car that's your house, that's a twin bed in the back. A blow-up mattress, a king-size blow-up mattress you throw outside so you don't have to sleep in the twin bed. I don't know, that's me. Anyway, so to me that's just, it's something I can't comprehend. And so we're going to go with the good, the bad, and let's go back to better after that. Not good, bad, ugly. Let's go back to better, because, you know, after that kind of crazy story, we need some positivity you know, here in life and that kind of thing. And the better is, like, this is the end of the summer, and I'm not trying to be negative about the end of the summer, but it does bring in fall, and a lot of the great things about fall that you know, we should make a list of, you know, maybe 5 or 10 things we want to do this fall that you can only do in the fall. Watching the leaves change, you know, taking a drive to do that, picking pumpkins, picking apples, going to a football game. I went to my first high school football game in 35 years last weekend, and it was actually kind of fun. It was hot, but it was fun. So my recommendation is, if you can make a list of maybe 5 things that you can do in the fall and only the fall, and just do them. So that's my good, my bad, and my better for this week. I'll leave you with a quote here. It's a reflection from Charles Dickens, and it says, "Cheerfulness and contentment are great beautifiers and are famous preservers of good looks." You can tell how cheery and content I am, right? Right? Thank you for watching The Brian Murray Show. All episodes of The Brian Murray Show can be found at themurraypropertygroup.com on the blog section. Please like me. Please share me. Please find me on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, not on Snapchat, on Google My Business. Leave a review. If you like the show, you're going to see it there. Leave a review. Please, please, please do. I do really appreciate all of your comments, all of your feedbacks, all of your watching, and all of your sharing. And as always, if there's anything that you disagree with, reach out to me directly, and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.